Going to be building some garganacl today. Should be a fun time for the whole family. Hope everybody's having a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If not, happy holiday season. Still, I imagine a lot of you are getting time off of work or taking a holiday or maybe just giving yourself some time to relax. I hope you do that. That's all, it's important to take a rest at some point in the year, and a lot of people working very hard a lot of the time these days. So we're going to be building garganacl. Why are we building garganacl, you might ask? Well, it's because, frankly, you've all been naughty, and garganacl is the coal under the tree. No, I'm kidding. I just looked at NatDex, and I thought to myself, wow, this tier does not look like it enjoys Salt Cure. Very few Pokemon can switch into Salt Cure. I mean, it's kind of similar in OU, but I just feel like NatDex, because Garg usage is lower, like nobody is ready for Salt Cure like they are in OU. So I thought it'd be really fun. Oh yeah, and do like the stream if you're enjoying, as always. Funny enough, I actually had a client earlier today. I had a tutoring session with someone who was wanting to work on their building, and we built a garganacl team together. They wanted to build garganacl and NatDex. And I was like, oh, that's funny, because I was planning on doing a garganacl stream later today. So they might be in chat now. Somebody asked me if I believe Santa is real. Yeah, so I try to make these child friendly, but I'm not going to answer that question. Anyway, so there's someone said yes, Garg is a Terra Hog. I agree, but I remember when I used Garg in OU, I actually didn't Terra a lot because we had Sand support. So I think if I put Garg on a Sand team, we can take advantage of its natural rock typing. It'll be okay. Make it a really nice special wall. And I think NatDex is just way less prepared for Salt Cure than OU is. So this is the team we settled on earlier, which I'm now realizing has the significant issue of losing to Clefable. Like everything on this team just gets farmed by Clef, which is pretty bad because that's one of the main things garganacl struggles with. So we're going to be a bit more thorough today and kind of make this list. So garganacl, what switches in on it? What does it switch in on? These are the two big questions because they can help kind of guide what partners are going to work out well. So what switches in on it? Gliscor, Clodsire, Alomomola to an extent. Galarian Slowking. Clefable, which is not OU, is it? That's crazy. Look at that. Clefable and UU. Wow. We should add Greninja. Greninja is not very good right now in NatDex. There's just so many high power Pokemon, and it doesn't have the stats to pull it off. Like 103 special attack with this bad bulk. It's like, I don't know. Back when if Ashgren was in the tier, oh my gosh, for sure. But sadly, it got replaced by this Bond BS that everybody hates. It's tragic. It's like the one mon that got deleted from NatDex is Ashgren. I feel like maybe they should have just made it 2 abilities, but I guess no. I get it. I get it. No, we're not doing Choice Band Garg. We are not doing that. That sounds terrible. I should also, I guess, disclose I am exhausted, as you could probably tell. I don't know why. Well, I guess I can probably tell. It's been a long few days. It's been a long few days. But my gift to myself will be a nice early bedtime. Relatively early, at least. But anyway, so let's get down. What does it switch in on? Well, I guess Corviknight. Well, yeah, I'll say we switch in on Corviknight. We like that scenario. We like being in against a Corviknight. Honestly, Alomomola is not a bad one either, because we underspeed Alo, which is a big one, so we can Salt Cure on whatever it flip turns into. So that's really nice. Not so much Pharaoh. Hatterene, that's one we can switch in on. We can't take it if it starts to Calm Mind up, but it's a good one to switch in on. Not sure, not quite Latios. Moltres for sure. Kind of Raging Bolt, sorta, not really. Terapagos, that is one we can switch in on pretty well. Toxapex, we can definitely switch in on that. Everybody loves Toxapex. And then Volcarona for sure, and Zapdos. So a lot of these, Volcarona, Zapdos, Moltres, Corviknight, Alo, are big time physical walls. So I'm thinking we want some physical attacker with a pivoting move would be perfect here. And then we want to have Pokemon to threaten these guys as well. Is the audio super loud? Tell me if it is. I can't do anything about it because my mic's on Mac. I'd shocked they don't just have like a gain where you could just like increase the volume on YouTube, but for some reason they don't have that. But yeah, make sure your YouTube volume, because there's a computer volume and then there's a YouTube volume. So make sure they're both turned up if you're having issues with that. I'm not sure about the Garg set. So I'll say this. I think Salt Cure, Recover, Protect are basically mandatory, and if you don't run those, I think you're kind of bad. Or at least I think the set's kind of bad as far as NatDex goes. Stealth Rock, Earthquake, and Block are the big considerations for the last slot. Maybe Curse. But these are the main ones. I guess Curse could be kind of fire. Rillaboom looks amazing paired with it. I guess it sort of does. I don't know, though. We also need this to be a sand team. We do need a sand setter with Garg. Excuse me. Had to sneeze there. Probably heard that. Let's see. So yeah, we need a sand setter. In this high, very, very, very high power metagame, I think Garg needs that special defense boost to really make progress in the way we want it to. The problem with Block Garg of theoretically destroying Fat is Gliscor. If you did like Curse Block, yeah, that would destroy Fat. But I'm not sure I want to run that because I think that's going to be great against Stall, but bad against so many other teams. I'm seeing all the bless yous pop up in chat. That's nice. I appreciate it, guys. This is a struggle. So I guess there are really two approaches here. Two main approaches. So there's full sand and semi-sand. I think we've built enough full sand teams. I'm going to be honest. Like, we've done the marrow sand, which was good. We did the marrow sand and we did the Mega Garchomp sand. I don't really think we need to do full sand again. So I'm leaning toward a semi-sand approach, which basically means probably... Well, I guess there are 3 options for sand setters. So 3 options. Someone has thoughts on streaming Smash Bros. I probably won't. I love Smash Bros. I was in a PS Smash tour a while back. You can watch my Ice Climbers. Well, I guess you probably couldn't find. I still have the replay of it. My Ice Climbers doing like an insane combo on Wi-Fi, like a 0 to death, like it was desync combo. It was crazy. But so I play a mean game of Smash Bros. But I just don't think people really want to see that. Like if you're a Smash Bros fan, you're just gonna go to someone who's a Smash Bros channel. Like the vast majority of the people on this channel are here for Pokemon. Like I don't like it when channels that I regularly watch just like go and do something like if when I go to a Smash Bros channel and they're playing like I don't know, like chess. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You know, like this is not what I watch you for. So I'm probably just gonna stay in my lane, play Pokemon. But if a lot of people are like, we really want to see you play Smash Bros, I guess I could. So we've got T-Tar, Megatar, and Hippo. I don't think there are any other real options. Yeah, Gigalith is not a real option. It's good for gravity, but if you're not doing a full sand, I don't think you can justify Gigalith. I don't think you can. Yeah. So with that in mind, what is the approach? Is it ICMZ Hippo time? Yeah, Curse, Slack Off, ICMZ, Ice Fang, EQ, Hippo would go hard. This is tricky. I just don't know. Like I think Megatar is just the generally best Pokemon out of them, so that makes sense. Let's try that. We can try, and Megatar does work well with Rillaboom. So let's give that a go. Let's say we did that, like CB, Rilla, and Tyranitar. Merry Christmas. Joey is gonna win. Appreciate that. Okay. So yeah, let's try this core and just kind of see where it takes us. Given we need removal, it's seeming like Great Tusk makes sense here. Gives us a fighting resist. We could also go. I want to see if like Wheezing could fit, because that was something I tried to fit earlier with my client. We were like, we really wanted to add on a Wheezing, because here's the thing, right? If you could run block Garg, you could run block, Salt Cure, Recover, Protect. So you could block in a Gliscor. And here's the thing, right? When Gliscor is poisoned, excuse me, when Gliscor is poisoned, its toxic damage still racks up. Now, it's just getting healed every turn. But as you stay in, Gliscor is slowly getting more like chipped, basically. And I'm doing a terrible job explaining. All right, let me reset my mind and say that again. Normally when Pokemon are badly poisoned, which the Toxic Orb does do, they go like, 6, 12, 18, I think 24. Poison damage just slowly racks up, gets more and more per turn. That happens with Gliscor as well, just in the background. So if you just recover, protect with a ton of times with Garg on a Gliscor, then switch into a Wheezing, Gliscor will like die from that poison immediately because it will have spent so many turns on the field. Neutralizing gas will then obliterate it. You can also use this Garganacl with Salt Cure and Block to deny Alomomola Regenerator, which is also really cool. But yeah, the other option is we could just go full offensive T-Tar and Rocks Garg. I see that as a very valid option as well. So we can try both. We can try both approaches. Probably running Rocks Garg is better, to be honest, and just leaving T-Tar to be an attacker. But yeah, probably this can't be supported. I don't think we can fit the wheezing on there. It'd be really cool, but I don't think we can fit the wheezing on there. So let's say we were to do, well, we might try to fit it, but let's say we went Rocks, and then we could just go with an attacking T-Tar. Public Knock, Stone Edge, Pursuit. I want to say maybe Low Kick, maybe Ice Punch, I could see. Yeah, I'm aware of the limitations of block. I'm aware of the limitations of block, but it's still fun. And it has some pretty cool applications. Like if you block in a Mola, you can just protect after it wishes every time because it can't flip turn out. So you can kind of prevent it from wish and healing anything up. Yeah, with this core, Allo makes sense. I wonder if we can fit Wheezing Allo. If we were to try this, could we fit an Allo Mola? And then the last would have to probably be like... Probably like a Scarf Tusk would be my inclination. That leaves this is our only fairy resist, which is like horrible. So maybe like an Excadrill, but then that relies on T-Tar for speed, which is pretty bad. Not really what you want. I mean, we have strong Prio, so like maybe it's okay, but without a Smooth Rock, relying on Drill for speed does not feel good. Kartana looks like a nightmare. Yeah, I don't think this team is good. I don't think we can afford a Wheezing. So let's go back to this plan then. Let's go back to this plan. Thank you very much, Yoshi7787, for the $20. That is super generous. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, I'm thinking, I think any Rilla that's not banned is bad. Kind of a hot take, I know, but I believe in it. Yeah, I mean, Allo still seems so good here. Like, it's an Allo. I don't know what to tell you guys. It works well with T-Tar. It works well with everything. This guy in chat just played Minecraft in the afternoon and am now watching Pokemon in the evening. Karl Marx, misspelled, did foresee this. That's just so silly. Okay. The good thing is T-Tar gives us a Psychic immunities, but we do need a really solid Fairy resist. I tried Pharaoh before. Might still be okay. We could add on a Z Gold, though. The Goldango's pretty hilarious. It's pretty good. Just trying to think here what we want as like speed. I feel like if you're going to run a Garg and an Excadrill, at that point you want a Smooth Rock. I could see just like a CB Zama kind of fitting as well. Double CB is never too bad. I could potentially see an ID Zama fitting in well. I know that's not popular in NatDex, but I think it would work well with Garg. Because so many of the problems ID Zama has are with Pokemon that Garg loves switching in on, if we look at this. So I feel like maybe ID Zama is the play here. Especially with a Pursuit Trapper. Could be kind of hype. This makes things awkward for the rest, though. We need a ground. It said the pink and pink across stands for pink fish. It's not my fault. Mola's broken. This is tricky. Yeah, like I really like the core of Zamagarg. I think it actually looks super nice. But Somebody asks, they got plushies of Mew, Leafeon, and Piplup. How would you best utilize these mons in OU? Piplup, I couldn't utilize in OU. It's so bad. There's nothing you can do with it. I just put it on a hyper offense team and hope the other 5 sweep. Leafeon, Sun Team, Solar Blade, Chlorophyll, SD, Terra Blast Fire, not bad. Mew, probably Hazard Lead. The trouble is, the only way I see here that would like work would be like maybe with a Scarf Tusk or something. Because I just don't see a ground type that's really doing what I'm wanting it to do here. See people in chat. I do enjoy Billie Eilish. Good music, for the record. Porygon. Someone in chat was debating that, which is funny. The new album was good. I like L'amour de ma vie. Not sure how to say it. Really good song. Toxic spikes do look rough. Yeah, we probably want a poison type. Poisoned. I mean, we have Garg, which is immune, but for the rest, it's pretty brutal. Oh my gosh. No, the guy in chat who said yeah, he likes Billie Eilish. I know that guy from school. Dude's an absolute clown. Scarf Melmetal? Good heavens. We're not doing that. I guess I could go with Hippo. I know people are saying Hippo, but then we don't have a psychic immunity, and that opens up other issues. And I don't want to run Terrapagos because it's sand. I don't want to go with Resto Chesto Zama either. That sounds bad. Like, I want to be able to fit an Alo here, but then it doesn't work. But like these two really like allo support, especially if we go sub on this. Scarf Clodsire. Dude, what are we doing? What about Choice Band Blissey? What about it, dude? I'm not running that. Like I guess we go like ground type plus a defogger. Like what ground? I guess we could go Gliscor. Defog Gliscor is a thing. One's like EQ tech though. Like kind of some anti-synergy going on there. Hmm. Maybe like what resists do we need? Okay, we need removal, fairy resist, ground type, fighting resist. Hmm. Alolan Mock. If you had an Alolan Mock, I don't think Alolan Mock and T-Tar fit really. They do kind of a lot of the same stuff. What else do we need here? Kind of something for Zard Y wouldn't hurt. Let's make a we lose to list. Ival, Zard Y kinda. I'll put it on there. Zard Y kinda. Not really so much Cinderace. We can kind of handle Cinderace. Corv, Lincoln for fine. Diancie, we're okay. Goldengo, yeah, that's pretty rough. Garchomp, kind of rough. Not the worst thing. Hmm. Yeah, some people saying it seems like Clodsire, and I kind of agree. Clodsire sort of fits the bill. But like Clodsire? What else? Kartana? Melmetal's pretty rough. Oh, we need steel resist too. Whew. Yeah, Scissor's game. Lele looks pretty rough too. Urshifu is not fun. I'm thinking Claude Zapdos is the move. This seems worth trying. HTB defensive. Nice little unaware boy. Or a block sledge. We can do that because there's no Terra. I kind of want to run Toxic Spikes. I kind of want to run like a really cheeky set with like counter. Like all kinds of BS. Cover like EQ counter Toxic Spikes. Doesn't that just seem horrible? Like a horrible thing to do to somebody? I like it though. Let's EV this to like live an Ogerpon Cudgel. Oh. It's going to take some stats. Okay, we have to go like max defense. Are we willing to do that? Honestly, that might be the move anyway, looking at our team. Yeah, I'm down. This seems really funny. I say we do it. Let's just see what happens. We don't use Clodsire often on this channel. Let's see what it can do. Let's go with 30 IV on here so we can... Well, do we want to be slow against other Zapdos? Probably not. I hate that we didn't get to fit in an Olo, but we'll see what happens here. We'll go defense for the power. And we'll go... What do we need to outspeed in this tier? What's the relevant thing? Lopunny? Oh, that's pretty fast. Lopunny, how fast are you? 405. That's pretty fast. 407. Gotcha. We'll do that. This Claude might be horrible, but let's just see how it is. Let's give it a chance first. Knock off Woodhammer. Actually, we'll leave the knockoff to T-Tar. We'll go superpower on this. Glide. And knock isn't as good as it is in OU, is the other thing to consider. We'll go speedy on this guy. And we'll say Rest Zama. Might be good. We'll keep that on our consideration list. This is it's kind of rough for Gliscor. I'm wondering if we should put Ice Punch on T-Tar. We'll try. Sands can help Clodzire's natural Spidef. Nope. Only rock types get the Spidef boost in sand. Ground and steel do not. Apparently people don't hear the music. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Oh, I know the problem. Oh. Seems like it's not even picking it up at all. Well, we'll all do a stream in silence today. My bad, I forgot about it. It would probably... Getting it sorted would be a little bit of an inconvenience here, so sorry about that. But let's just play with the team and run it and see what happens. Gold looks really rough. I mean, we have a Clodsire. Yeah, like we still don't get 2-hit KO'd, so I think we're maybe okay. We'll see. No, Zama and Garg are pretty different in the things they do and the Pokemon they respond to. So I'm not worried about that. This looks like a good game for Claude. I like the fact that we can set up T-Spikes. That's nice. Zama could go crazy. I'd like to chip the Lando. I think Zapdos is a fine lead here. I think we can just Hurricane. But yeah, looking at this team, Salt Cure looks really nice. I'm not really too worried about anything on their team other than Mawile can get walled by Claude, can't it? I think it can. Yeah, so like I'm not super worried about anything. Honestly, I think we can just start off. Yeah, like if you want to triple axle me, you do you. Okay, yeah. Cool. It might be banded. I guess losing Zapdos would kind of suck. Do we want to play for that possibility? I don't think we really do. They miss again. That's brutal, especially because Hurricane's 70 accuracy. That sucks. My bad. Were you CB? If they weren't CB, then they weren't going to come out of that situation so well anyway. Still, like, really unfortunate, but not. Oh, jeez. They are just getting. Yeah, okay, we get the forfeit. GG. Rip. I'm not going to say. I guess I'll say GG out of respect, but that was rough. Okay, well, let's move on to the next one. Oh, someone's asking about Zama and Garg. No, we're using Garg as a special wall on this team, and once again, yeah, Garg and Zama do very different things. Garg is special wall here. It's immune to status, which is one of the main things Zama hates, is like status and contact stuff. So, all right, HF. This is interesting. This looks like a bit of a trickier matchup. I'm kind of tempted to lead with Claude and just click counter on the Garchomp. I feel like that could be cool. Let's do it. Epic. Worked like a charm. There we go. Yes, sir, Clodsire. Show them how you do it. Okay, let's go into Garg here. We'll see what kind of set this is. Moonblast. That looks like Specs damage. Yeah, that's Specs damage. Low roll. Let's recover here. Goldengo comes in. I'm down to Salt Cure. Unless you are Z, make it rain, you're not going to kill me. Okay, they're just going to make it rain. Yeah, that's fine. Let's protect. Cool. Happy to just go Zapdos here. Okay, we get a Nam coming in again. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. I think getting damage on this would honestly be great, though. They're like totally letting our Zamazenta take this game. If they want to keep letting all their like best Pokemon get chipped, I'm so here for it. Clodsire, unfortunately, I do think takes too much. I don't think we can heal up our boy here. Yeah, not going to happen. Rillaboom might be able to kill with Glide. 62%. Does Specs Moonblast kill it in return? 62%. So the odds that we come out of this with Rillaboom dead are low. I don't think Rillaboom is so important that that's an unacceptable risk to take, so let's go for it. Yeah, like, we'd have to miss the roll, and then they'd have to get the roll. So, yeah, odds are pretty good in our favor here. Terra Rock Garg is not for the most more powerful Salt Cure. This is not an OU team. This is a NatDex team. Okay, so I'm not really sure what we do here. I'm worried it starts like nasty plotting. I think I'm going to go hard T-Tar to make sure it doesn't start doing that, like recovering and nasty plotting. Okay, that worked out. Let's Mega Evolve and just click the big knockoff here. Okay, King Gambit comes in. This is excellent because we have low kick and we're fast. So this should just be a quick cleanup on aisle 3. Yep, GG. Or not GG, but we're looking really, really good. No real reason not to go into Zapdos here. It's pretty much perfect for this situation. Let's see if we can get a static. Okay, keeping the Limber active, very clever there. I always like to see opponents making good decisions like that. We can sack Claude. I'm pretty sure Claude isn't coming back. If we're being real, it's not coming back. And then we can go back into Zapdos here when it should... Oh, actually, no. Why would it Mega Evolve there? No, I'm tripping, but it's fine. We can substitute here and scout whatever wants to come in. It's Goldengo. Cool. Let's hit this thing with a big crunch. It's going to do not much, so it is defensive. Okay, good to see. Or, like, you know, good to know. Obviously not good news for us. If we get a defense drop, that'd be awesome. Okay, we do get the defense drop. I'm going to set up a sub here to avoid the likely Thunder Wave. Okay, in comes Terapagos. Fine. Let's body press and break. Yeah, and now this body press will kill for sure. Likely gold switch, though, so I'm going to sub here. Okay, I'm going to sub once more because we're not really in a rush, and then this time I'll just body press. If we get gamed on, we get gamed on. There we go. Terapagos down. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Let's go Claude so we can force... Okay, Never-Ending Nightmare comes out. Works for me. Good to get confirmation that that is not... good to get confirmation that that is not going to be... What am I trying to say here? Tripping out. Yeah, so we definitely don't let T-Tar die here. I think the sack is... Well, we can honestly just go Rillaboom. It'll survive any hit, and then we can just glide. So that's fine. Actually, can a quick attack kill? No, it can't kill us here. So we just glide here. Cool. And then I guess we can just go Garg is fine here. I'm pretty sure our T-Tar is going to outspeed, so I'm not too worried about this endgame. We can protect here. Go then into Rillaboom for the sack. And then we can go T-Tar, and we can just knock off. Lopunny will die now. Goldengo. Yeah, T-Wave. Fair enough. T-Wave's fair. Actually, I'm going to go Garg here because on the recover, because now we have the Sand Spit F boost. Like, they are not going to do much at all with Make It Rain. Yeah, 0. Look at that. We can now just spam Salt Cure. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Protect, and this is just a super easy T-Tar. It's got 2 Make It Rains left too, so yeah, there's really no way you do this here if you're this Goldengo. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, we can go Garg here. Yeah, there's the last Make It Rain, so that's game. GG. Okay. Oh, that was a 1900s player too. So got a little bit scary, but honestly, that went pretty well. The Claude was funny. Things got a little dicey against the Enam and against the Gold because the Clodsire got so chipped, but it also did take out a Garchomp, so, you know, trades. Also, remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. calling Goldengo a baddie, I guess. If you're into that money life. You know, here's apparently there's like a website where you can sign up to be a what's the term? You can sign up to to be a like a sugar baby. That's so funny to me that they have like a website for that where like you can match sugar babies with sugar daddies. That's just such a funny concept. Anyway, this team looks like it loses to Zama. I kind of just want to lead on the Smeargle and sub up and get going. Sounds good to me. If they don't lead Smeargle, obviously it's not good to waste that defense boost, but I mean, looking at this, like, surely it's going to be a Smeargle lead. That's not good. Okay, well, it's going to be a ZardY for sure. Okay, well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Let's sub so we can, actually, they might be worried about Stone Edge. We can just throw off a body press, see if they're afraid of Stone Edge. Oh, epic. They were. Oh, and they just died. They weren't a set that could take that. Okay. That's weird. We can sub here as they go for like Weather Ball or something, and then we can go into T-Tar next turn. If they have Focus Blast, they have Focus Blast, but most of them don't carry it. All right, and then just, yeah, T-Tar here. Okay, cool. And honestly, am I okay to... I could just click Stone Edge, to be honest. Could click Knockoff. I do see the vision with... Let's Stone Edge. Okay, glad we did that. They have Focus Blast. Okay, happens. Let's go Garg here. We can Salt Cure at least. I get running Focus Blast, but I just... Could never be me. Could never be me. It would never hit. But yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We could set up rocks here. I think clicking Salt Cure is better. This is a really good Salt Cure matchup. I wish that Smeargle was Sash, because I could have subbed up on it and started going crazy. Okay, excellent. Let's get up rocks. Let's do it. I'm a full Spadaf Garg with sand up. You can't touch me. I know you can't. Okay, this is a little scary. Probably we can just go... Like, I want to go Zama, but I don't want to let Zama get super chipped. I think we still do that. Okay, Ironhead's great. We keep our leftovers, and we can just click Body Press here. I believe that will 2-hit KO Charizard, most Charizard, and everything else hates switching in. So this is actually really nice. Yeah, well, I'll just go for it. Okay, nice. I was considering getting up a sub there, being greedy on the Thunderclap, but I'm glad I didn't get greedy, and it worked out. Okay, Terrapagos comes in. The good news is this is the freest garganacl ever. Not a Terrapagos in the world. Well, there's Calm Mind Earth Power, I guess, but very few Terrapagos sets like that deal. And I can just protect here. Even if they switch out, Garganacl can take hits from ZardY. Not a huge issue. Yeah, that's fine. We can protect to stall a turn here. Actually, we can just... well, I guess because they have Focus Blast, stalling out Sun doesn't make a ton of sense. So let's just Salt Cure. Let's just let one rip. This, I think, will actually might kill after the damage. Yeah, I think that's going to perfectly do it. Beautiful. Look at that. Garganacl. You are wonderful, Garg. We love you. I'm honestly fine to protect here. We're not really worried about this King Gambit stacking up. I can go Zapdos on this. We can try to get a static going. Yeah. Like, I don't care about Zapdos's life. Okay, awesome. They burn their big Z move on that. Totally cool with me. Let's body press here. We don't need to set up. This is going really well. Yeah, this is just not challenging in the slightest. And I'm totally down for that. I don't like difficult games. Easy games, that's where it's at. Might have Earth Power, which would be a little rough. We want to avoid that. But at the same time, you know, there's also like Calm Mind and stuff. So probably just going hard garganacl is our best play here anyway. And let's just Salt Cure. Let's just throw that off. Awesome, we catch the treads coming in. I'm okay with switching in Rillaboom here so we can get some grassy terrain healing and half the earthquake damage. And I'll U-turn. See what kind of treads this is. Awesome. We get in guard, get that nice terrain healing, and let's just throw up another Salt Cure. Okay, go for a nice protect. Rock Tomb, not too worried about that. So that confirms that this is a physical set, so that EQ is going to do nothing in terrain. And then here's another protect to polish that things off there. And we can go GG. Yeah, this is over. Well, I'm not going to say GG till I know it's over. And go Rillaboom here. Like, you never know. Okay, now it's GG. All right, 3-0. Garg doing what Garg does. Garg is doing what Garg does. Just clicks Salt Cure, clicks Protect, and no one's ready for it. Absolutely beautiful to see. So this is a little trickier. I really like Toxic Spikes, though. So I think that's the approach I want to go for. I'll be like, sure, you want to get up your webs? Okay, well, chuck these T-Spikes. Is that a good deal? We can get up T-Spikes and rocks, so I think that's a fine deal. How much HP? Okay, Shuckle's got 20 HP, so the final gambit is not going to be too difficult. Garganacl also looks really solid here, especially if we can get T-Spikes up to kind of put pressure on that Heracross. The FizzDef Unaware Claude is looking fire, honestly. It's consistently impressing me with how good it looks. We do not live a booster attack Tusk, but that's to be expected. Sorry, shouldn't have drank that water too close to the microphone there. Set up a T-Spike. Do we want 2 or is 1 good? I feel like we want 2. Let's go for 2. Okay. Actually, probably should have just gone for 1 because we could have gotten up rocks as well. But this is fine. Great Tusk comes in. Okay. It is booster attack. Interesting. Go Zapdos on this, and we can defog. Never mind, we cannot defog. We're going to die immediately. So be it. Let's go Claude again. Let's do it again. Actually, Dragonite's probably coming in here. I don't want to rely on it hitting us, because we don't actually have a way to directly threaten Dragonite, really. So, How much is Clodsire taking from a Mega Heracross? Do we actually have anything to... Bro, this is not... It's not going to be this. What is this set? What are we talking about? Okay, Bullet Seed. Sure, Slackberry, whatever. Okay, yeah, we don't really have anything to fear. So let me play as if Mega Heracross isn't a factor, because it's not anything to be worried about. If Mega Heracross wasn't a factor, I would go to T-Tar here. And okay, there's Mega Heracross. Let's go into Claude. Yeah. I guess I should have been more ready for the head smash, honestly. That's pretty common on those booster attack ones, but you know, you live and you learn. Somebody said happy birthday. It is not my birthday. Okay, this is probably Rock Blast, then SD Rock Blast. So this thing probably can't do like any damage to us at all. So I think we're not worried in the slightest. Yeah, we're Fizz Def unaware. I'm not worried about you. I'm sorry. Let's hit it with that counter. It did not do much. We can EQ to break the sub. WTF is this set? I'm simply built different, man. I don't know what to tell you. This Claude doesn't mess around. All right, let's go into Zama and start IDing on this. Yeah, Dragonium Z would be rough there, but okay, cool. They didn't click that. Good to see. Let's crunch in case, yeah, I figured there was a good shot gold would come right in. I really don't want to eat a big Z move here is the thing. But I don't think I have another option. So let's crunch again. Okay, Mega Heracross comes in. Cool, works for me. Can we not just, we can, we probably still outspeed this unless it's Jolly Max. So yeah, we can ID again. And then we can substitute, which is the really nice part. Yeah, miss. Awesome. We get to keep our sub nice and healthy. This is good. Okay, this is going pretty well. It's not going amazing. Oh, we outspeed gold? Okay, it's going amazing. Outspeeding gold is huge. I'm shocked they're going a gold that slow on webs. If we could get a defense drop, that would be excellent. We get the defense drop. Oh, baby. This is going so well. Shuckle. Yeah, I'm going to body press you right away. Endure. Okay, yeah, you're just going to die to poison then. I don't know what that plan was. How is our Zamazenta faster than everything? That's so funny. Garganacl stream before Bruxish? What are you saying that like it's crazy? Bruxish is like not a Pokemon. Let's just keep crunching. Like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's see. We gonna get Z moved here? No. Okay. Let's see if we get Z moved here. Gotta hit us at some point. It's probably, well, if it's Z gold though, then it's not Z D Knight, which would make this a lot less scary. I guess let's keep crunching. There's the defense drop chance, which is nice. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we do get hit by the Z, which seems like on one hand you'd be like, oh, that's really bad. But the huge thing there is that it's not Z D Knight. So now we know that we can handle it by just going like Rilla into Garg into Salt Cure. Okay, yeah, we just do that. We can just body press here. If we get Wisps, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, might as well crunch. No real reason not to. Gives us a pretty easy segue here. We can go into this, glide, and then when the D-Knight comes in, hard into the Garganacl, click Salt Cure, and that puts us on a path to win. And it can't Z. It can't do any Z shenanigans. And then we can just go into Clodsire and spam counter forever if it has Roost. And if it doesn't have Roost, even better, even easier. Okay, it does have Roost. But yeah, Claude can still shut this down. We can go Rillaboom here. Let's glide, actually. I think it'll attack us here, and then we can kind of put it in a little trap. Okay, no, it did not attack us there. Go Garg, I suppose. Its EQ still is not killing us, which is funny. But hey, every Roost we take out makes the job easier for Clodsire, so that's good. Okay, let's go Rillaboom on the likely EQ here. Glide, see what else they got in the back. go Garg, scout whatever this is, maybe E-Speed. Ice Spinner, okay. Yeah, so a critical hit, will that do it? A critical hit isn't even likely to KO. So we should be fine here with Claude. I'm trying to think, though, if we do get critical hit, like what's the most optimal, I guess, scenario here? I'm trying to think if there's a way I can set up. I think there's a way to pressure this thing. So we're going to U-turn here is the plan. I'm expecting the roost. Beautiful. Now we go into Claude. Now not even a critical hit EQ from D-Knight or Ice Spinner will kill us. Beautiful. So now we can just click counter. And there we go. GG. Okay, just playing that endgame really safely. But yeah, because we had terrain up that gave us the healing we needed to guarantee not die to a critical hit earthquake, and just by spamming counter, we made that 100% safe endgame. The team's winning. It looks kind of funky, but it's winning. This looks like another Salt Cure moment, which we love to see, of course. T-Spike does not look half bad either. Lando is kind of an awkward lead once again, which is not so great. Can we live, if we go lead Zapdos, can we live a Zard Y hit? Not setting up Sun is crazy there. Yeah, we survive. It's not, it's not a barrel of laughs, but I guess we'd kill the Zapdos after. So I'm okay to leave with Zapdos. That sounds fine to me. I'm down to just click Hurricane here. Rocky MZ is pretty rare. It happens, but it's pretty rare. We can Volt Switch here. We'll be slower than most Heatran. If they go for like a Z Magma, that'd be rough. Okay. That damage, that did 20. This is pretty spit F. We can probably go into T-Tar just fine here. And we can probably knock. I mean, I don't think Low Kick would kill even. Actually, Low Kick would potentially just KO. I'm kind of tempted to just go for that, get a little greedy and do it. Okay, there's the Protect. Now that they know, I think we knock off. Yeah, Landorus, we get a knockoff on Land. That's pretty solid. I'm happy with that. Okay, Z confirmed. Good to know. But that damage on a Z move, though, like Flyinium Z or something, because that makes you take reduced knockoff damage. So this is a very offensive Landorus here that we're facing. That's good to know. Makes Rockium, I think, more likely. Might be Flyinium as well. I think we can go Zapdos. U-turn comes out, no static. Okay, fine, fair enough. Seems like a good Garganacl moment. I mean, we've got Sand up. Beautiful. Okay, super specs. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is massively choice specs. But it definitely won't kill here, so I'm down to click Salt Cure, get something started on that Tusk. And we can go Zapdos again here, I think. I'm expecting might be... Okay, Rock Slide. That did way too much. That is Banded Tusk in the house. Clicking Rock Slide. I tell you, the things I see. If you're going to run a Choice Band Tusk, like, don't run Rock Slide. Right? Like, run an actual attack. We can go Garg here, though. If they stay in, awesome. Awesome, we get to heal. Okay. The offensive Lando comes back in. I mean, we take like 80 from an EQ, which is not great. Probably we go Rillaboom on that then. I don't think a U-turn's going to come out. Yeah, EQ, they did just go for that. This is a 0 HP Lando, so we could kill here with Glide. I'm going to go for it because I think they have an offensive Z move that can kill us. And beautiful, we do just take it out. Because I knew that was a 0 bulk Landorus, so our odds of killing there with a Glide, I think, were actually pretty good. I think Garg is fine here. I'm expecting a Weather Ball. We'll see what it is. See what comes out here. Weather Ball, beautiful. I can just, well, do we want to just Salt Cure here? Because Solar Beam won't kill us. Let's just Salt Cure. Let's throw one out. Okay, awesome. We catch the Raging Bolt. That's part of why I wanted to just throw one out, is because there was a chance of getting that. Let's Protect. It's going to be a Volt Switch, which is really nice because that we can stop, right? We can stop that. And set up a very nice T-Spike there. So this is a Banded Tusk, so we are super not living a hit from it, unfortunately. I think I like Rillaboom as a kind of a middle ground here. It covers a lot of things Tusk could click. And we'll see. It's going to be CC. Unfortunately, that is not one of the things we covered there. I believe, though, Tapu Fini, when it enters, I believe it does get poisoned. So I think we can Iron Defense here and put ourselves in a really good spot. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And I want to go right into Garg on this. Now that this is poisoned, we can do our Zama shenanigans later. We're not in a rush. And Garg is just looking amazing here. Garg is looking like an unopposed monster. We can Protect if it clicks. Draco is going to be super weak. Draco is going to be super weak because of Misty Terrain, which is so funny. So let's go for the Stealth Rock. And then let's recover here. Okay, beautiful. We're positioned super well. We can Protect because the Tusk is Choice Band. So we're not worried about that. We don't need to poison anything else badly here either, which is another really nice thing. We can go Claude on this. I'm pretty sure Claude can actually tank this pretty confidently. Yes, it can. Good job, Clodsire. Good job, buddy. You're doing great. Easy recover. Yeah, and there's the forfeit. Pretty dominant game. Beating pretty solidly ranked players, too. 5-0. So yeah, guys, remember what I was telling you, right? I said, yes, I know Garg is a Terra Hog. I know it loves Terra. But this tier is just not ready for Salt Cure. And if you look at this team, you see what I'm talking about. Like, this team is not ready for Salt Cure at all. What do you think about dual Wingbeat, Dragonite, and NatDex? It's okay on band. I think DD sets have better options. But, you know, it depends on the team. There are some teams I'm sure a DD dual wing beat, very few, but I think there are some that it would work well with. Yeah, no, this team is kind of hilarious. The fact that it's working as well as it is rather silly. Yeah, like Garg just clicks Salt Cure over and over. Particularly against that team where they had double choice, which I think is a cool idea. Like, you know, Specs Bolt, Band Tusk. It's fun, but I don't think it's necessarily amazing. You too. Okay. Let's try to be a little more honest this time. Shall we? I think we can play this a little differently and probably in a way that works out a bit better for us. And one of those things is, I think, preserving Clodsire more. I feel like when we exchanged it, I guess we could say, for the Garchomp, I think that was actually not that good of a trade for us, if I'm being honest. I think that was not that good of a trade. So how do we want to approach this, though? The Garchomp is still irritating. Maybe Zapdos is fine. Maybe we can just lead Zapdos. Let's just Hurricane the thing. If we hit, that'd be great. Okay, unfortunately we miss. Let's Defog. And if gold, yep, see, that's fine. We can just Volt Switch here. And go into our friend Clodsire. Now let's recover, because the Make It Rain's going to do a lot. But yeah, T-Spike would be epic if we could get that. Okay. Are they going to want to get countered again? I don't know. Let's set up a T-Spike. Yeah, this might not be going so well for us. Okay. Let's Protect here. Let's go Zapdos again. And let's Hurricane. Why not? Can we hit Zapdos? Can we hit a move, please? Could we? Zapdos, buddy. All right. Let's see. Let's go T-Tar here because we can actually outspeed and potentially threaten this with a pursuit. Would be good. I guess let's just knock off, right? We've seen this thing as T-Wave. Okay, no. They're Corkscrew Crash now. Okay, I did not... I must be thinking of the wrong team because I'm getting twisted here. I'm getting it wrong. Our Zapdos outsped the Goldengo, though, didn't it? Yeah, so this is slow. It's super slow. I don't know what's happening. We can go Rillaboom and Woodhammer here. That'll do a lot of damage to pretty much everything. So, and it'll definitely outspeed the gold. But yeah, we're definitely in trouble. This is not going as well as I'd hoped. I think we might need to stay in and just do it again. Okay. Good damage. Not, you know, the best thing in the world. And we can Volt Switch here. I think it's fine. I'd like to get rocks up. That would be really nice. Sand is unfortunately running out, so we won't have that for Garg. Our win con is absolutely Zamazenta here. Maybe we need more boots on this team. Maybe Boots Claude would be good. Good Sucker Punch. Yeah, because now we like get farmed. Actually, Claude looks pretty good here with grassy terrain up. Lets the Garg kind of come back, though. I mean, the gold, which is really bad, and on second thought. I do like if we can get the T-Spikes hurting the Garchomp. That'd be great, though. Yeah, I'll set one more, and then we'll start, like, EQing this thing, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty bad. I probably shouldn't have let the gold come back. Let the gold come back like I did. Ah, well. Let's recover here, see what it wants to click. Okay, that did way too much. Yeah, we're gonna have to let something die, unfortunately. This is, yeah, I think we're smoked, folks. Because we don't have anything to hit this. We can EQ. But yeah, it's going to stall us out. Let's go for a cover, and then we'll get out of here. We'll go into Garg. Go for Salt Cure. If we can get this chip, there's a way we can win with Zama, but that's kind of our only hope. Do we go for the rocks on the switch, the aggressive rocks? We probably teched. Yeah, it'll stay in. Okay, cool. Go Clodsire here. And I can recover. Okay, we get frozen. Not great. Got frozen pretty quickly. We can go Garg here. Oh, but then we're gonna hit by the big star storm. Yeah, this is super bad. Yeah, we got toasted this time. We got absolutely toasted here. Yeah, just the gold H stack was too difficult. Let's think what went wrong. Claude not being special definitely hurt there. The just generally being pretty bad against hazards was rough. Yeah, it was really just the combination of hazards plus gold. We couldn't really handle it. Like, I guess, like maybe Moltres would be good because that can actually pressure gold a little bit better. We could try that. Yeah, we can do one of these, and we can go speedy on it if we want. T-spikes have been helpful on a few occasions, honestly. I don't think they're too bad. Question is, how fast do we want to go? Oh, but then Shifu becomes problematic. Let's try a little bit speedy. Let's go to outspeed modest gold. I don't think anybody's running timid in this economy. So we can just pull it up on the calc. Actually, we can check munch stats. Goldengo. How many of these guys are timid? All of them are timid for some reason. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just think we're going to get farmed by Scarf Shifu if we go with this. I think we need to keep Zapdos. Like HDB. I don't know if HDB Claude would have been a game changer there, though. I feel like the Claude would have needed to be specially defensive to really change how that game went. Let's try Spadef. Let's try Spadef HDB. I really hesitate to do this, though, because we'll try it, but the FizzDef has done well for us. It really has, but we'll try this. Let me just make sure I did the right one here. Yeah. We'll try Spadef HDB. I think I should have also just been more aggressive with the Garchomp. I think that game might have been more of a playing issue than a team issue. Anyway, though, let's take a look at this game. Seems like another good one for Zama, especially if we can get the Gardevoir chipped. I once again like T-Spikes. Nobody seems to be running poison types, which is cool. I'm down to just lead Zapdos. Scizor lead, cool. Let's just Volt Switch on this. I feel like nobody really wants to stay in with their Scizor. Okay, into Landorus is weird. I'll click Hurricane. I don't think you have a way of hitting me. Clicking you, this guy's playing. Also, this Zapdos, bro, you cannot hit Hurricanes. I guess you did early on, but I want you to lock in now, Zapdos. This is where it matters. Okay, this thing's just going to go for a Hyper Voice. I think taking this Gardevoir out would be huge. Would be okay. Oh, okay, we got the Calm Mind coming out. All right, I see you. Rillaglide kills this, guaranteed. So let's just do that. There you go. There's the switch. Let's go into Zapdos here. See if we can get a little static going. Can we get a little static? There we go. There's the static. I knew you could do it, Zapdos. Good stuff. This makes me a little nervous that they went into Landorus. I'm going to go Garg because I know it can live a rock move. Okay, they're just clicking rocks. Let's click Salt Cure. Fine. We can get up our own rocks. I'll protect once. Flip turn. Yeah, they tried to flip turn. No, sir. Yeah, you don't have a way of hitting this Zapdos. I don't think you do. Please get staticked. No, okay, that's fine. Hyper Voice here will probably do it, won't it? 75% chance to one shot. Yeah, that's not so good. Oh boy, that's not good. Here's what we can do. We can go Claude on the Hyper Voice. Then we can go T-Tar on the Psychic move and then Pursuit Trap this thing. We'll see if it works. Okay, it did not work. Can Garg come in here and survive? Yes, it can. Let's do that. Let's protect to scout, see if it has like Focus Blast or something. Oh my god, dude, we're getting red. Why are they reading us? Read like a book out here. What is this? I mean, they're still getting chipped for Zama, which is good, but like this is crazy. The reads coming out of this person are just out of this world. I think we sack Zapdos. I don't think removal's super important. They don't have a spiker. They went for the, yeah, just the Hyper Voice. Now we can go Rilla and Glide, I guess. I mean, it's still getting chipped for Zama. Like, Zama can probably kill this thing now, but that was wild. Let's get Claude in. Hopefully Paralysis would be cool here. Nope, no para. No paras to speak of. There's Meowscarada coming in. It's going to probably go for a Flower Trick, I'm going to say. Can Rillaboom live 2 of those? It can't. Let's go Rillaboom on the likely Flower Trick. Good. Not banded. Good. We can U-turn here. It has U-turn as well. Okay, it is not. Actually, was that? I don't know if we got a set confirmed. I believe, can we kill Gardevoir yet with Zama? No, we cannot. Tragic. We can go Claude, at least get up our T-Spikes, finally. But yeah, we're in some trouble. Okay, let's hit this thing with a counter on the flipped. Okay, that was unfortunate. Let's recover. Let's counter here. If they want to keep attacking us, like, I'm so down. Okay, that was a really bizarre play. I think this might just die here. So close. So close. Is it Zama time? I really don't want Zama to get a false start here. Let's just counter. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. I didn't see that coming. Let's go Zama, I guess. I'm going to body press here. I think that kills. Should. Let's get in Garg. And rock up. Okay, they flip turned. Let's see what they go into. Landorus, yeah, worst case scenario, but I should have seen it coming. How much for Zama to get past a Gardevoir? How many IDs do we need? Too many. Let's Salt Cure. Let's protect. Yeah, there's the EQ. Makes sense. Zama. This is so tough. I think we sack Claude here. Go Zama and ID. Okay, I believe Gardevoir dies to a crunch. Let's sub here. I don't think they'll be ready for it. Good. Okay. We're getting places now. I think we're in business now. Full team sweep time. Yep, because now we kill with body press. Go into Landorus. That Intimidate does not do anything, sir. To Intimidate is not going to do anything. IDEF again. No point in clicking Iron Defense and just getting ourselves hurt, so let's just click Iron Defense again. Oh no! They can just wish themselves up. Wait, could I have killed Mole? I maybe have killed. Okay, my bad. Total throw. We can see if we can recover from this. Probably we can't. Let's recover here. My bad. That was I don't know, just totally forgot about the whole wish passing thing, which is like the main thing it does. Yeah, we're going to just get Flower Tricked on here, I'm afraid. And protect. Go Zama. Yeah, we take too much from Gardevoir. My bad, guys. That's a playing issue. I should have just attacked the Mola with body press. We would have been totally fine. That's totally my bad. Go into this. How much is Hyper Voice doing? We can protect here. Try to get out of it. Yeah, they went which was good play. All right. Yeah, that was horrible playing. My bad. Yeah, I just should have attacked the Mola, but forgot about like wish passing. Okay, Rillaboom looks really good here. Garg looks really good. Zama looks real. A ton of things look really good. I just want to start off with Rillaboom and try to one-shot something. Okay, that's rough. Bitter Blade. Like, you probably can't touch Garg, though. You're probably not Jolly. Okay, you're Jolly Max. What are you doing? Okay, that's like not even a set, but all right. Actually, wait, was that a tie? Is that I didn't calc. It's fine. T-Spa. Should we just T-Spa? Let's go Garg. Let's go Garg. We can rock up. They don't have any removal, so we should just be fine with T-Spike and rocking. Yeah, we could just go Claude here. T-Spike up. Yeah, like that's fine. I don't think you have any removal Pokemon, so I think your goose is probably cooked. Yeah, I'm gonna just do the counter thing to you. Seems funny. Bam. Let's do it again. Oh, you died, Claude. What are you doing, bro? It's not how we do things here. All right, let's go Zom and sub up. And just try to sweep this whole team. I think bro is probably sweating right now. I didn't think that knockoff would... I should have known the knockoff would kill it. Based on the pursuit damage, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we just body press here. This is going to two-shot easily. Life Orb, too. Brutal. Okay. That's not good. Internet has left me. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Hopefully stream continues. There we go. I think it did. Okay, cool. How much would a Life Orb Vacuum Wave do? We probably just click body press again. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just going to... You are a Scarf Will-O-Wisp Ceruledge. You are Scarf... What are we doing? Oh my... Like, what is this? Scarf Will-O-Wisp. Really? That's what we're doing. Dude, what is that? I'm going to go... I guess we got to go Garg. Zama sweeps over because it's a Scarf... Like, what? What? That is the most ridiculous set I have ever seen. It's not close. That is the number one. That takes the cake. Like, what? It's absolutely insane. Like, I don't, like, what? I'm going to try to go T-Tar here and knock this thing off. I think it's our kind of best way forward. Yeah, I can't believe that's what's going to take us out. Yeah, let's Mega Evo like knockoff here. Okay, huge not Mola item removed. That's going to really hurt their longevity. I hope they go Gambit here so we can just hit it with a quick low kick. Rillaboom, that's fine. I can just go Zapdos here. I think is okay. U-turn, okay. I'm still in absolute awe that we got our sweep stopped by a Will-O-Wisp Ceruledge. We've definitely just Volt Switch here. We go into Zama, and we Body Press. We go into Garg for sure, and I think we just Salt Cure. I don't want to risk protecting because Gambit might come in and just get all of the health. Okay, there's the flip turn. Let's see what it'll be. Gambit, yep, at least we got the Salt Cure off. Protect here. And comes in, protect again. How much did the U-turn do to Zapdos? That's crucial info. $13.6. That is Banded Rillaboom. How much does Banded Woodhammer do? 14% chance to 2-hit KO. I think at the point that we're at in the game, we do take those odds. What calc? What were you showing me? I don't know what I was looking at. Clearly not the right thing. Let's go into T-Tar, I guess, and sack that. Or do we sack? We sack Zama, I think is better. Yeah, that was definitely not it. We probably lose to Gambit now. Let's actually, yeah, we probably do sack T-Tar because of that. That was insane, dude. Protect. Rill is not coming in again. It's definitely dead, so that's good. Yeah, Kingambit can't kill us in one hit is the good news. I think I just click Salt Cure. No real drawback to that. And we protect. This is insane stuff happening right here. Okay, and then we just Salt Cure, and I think this should be death. In comes the Runerigus. I'll protect here. I don't really know what you do to me. You have Earthquake? Okay, we'll recover then. Oh, you're so slow. I didn't realize how slow you were. That's actually really bad. I should have checked that. Because now Kingambit can come in. Bring in Zapdos here, I guess. That's really bad. Yeah. Should have gone Zapdos previous turn. Go Zapdos here on the likely Sucker Punch. Let's go for a Volt Switch. I don't think they'll Sucker Punch here. I think they'll be expecting a Roost. Beautiful. Well, okay. And we can go into this and we can spam Roost. Oh, it's AV. I think it's AV. That's really good to know. Yeah, based on that damage, it's got to be AV. So we can actually spam Roost and we'll be fine, I think. We can static it. As long as we don't get really bad luck, we should be fine. Ceruledge comes in. Okay, that's kind of a good sign, I think. How much is Bitterblade doing? Not a ton. All right, I'm going to just Roost here. I think Guard can come in on this pretty comfortably. Yeah. Let's just recover here. Okay, can Gambit coming in? Didn't see that coming, honestly. Like we always go Zapdos. Let's Roost. Volt Switch kills this now, which is huge. Okay, there's the Rillisack. I think we're looking good. We Roost once to scout, and then we go Garg. We Salt Cure always. This thing is going to Wish. So I'm going to switch in Zapdos here so we do not let that thing heal up. Yep. I knew the Wish would happen, and now we can safely Volt Switch. If they go Ceruledge, double Gambit, that would be a very clever play. I think they're going to do it. I think we're safe, though, even if they do that. Okay. Yeah. So we should be fine here. Ironhead will kill. Zapdos, I think, can still take it. Yeah. Okay. We go Zapdos here. We Roost until we get, hopefully, Static going. Okay, that knockoff's not doing enough. Yeah, we can Roost up. We can Roost, yeah, once more, and then I think we should be able to kill with Volt Switch. Without risking dying to a Sucker Punch. Yeah. Don't get critical hit. Excellent. There we go. We kind of threw immediately by sacking Rillaboom, but I will say if I knew this guy's team, there was a 0% chance we ever got that game, ever got even anywhere close. That was some absolute nonsense unlike I've ever seen. We are facing a Swoobat, folks. This just got real. This team looks so bad against Garganacl. I'm thrilled. I love T-Spikes as well. I want to start off with that. Yeah, for real. Round of applause for Zapdos bringing it back. Also, I got to say, I am shocked that they stayed in with Ceruledge there. I really thought they were going to try to go into Ceruledge to like scare the Zapdos out and then switch into Gambit, but anyway, it is what it is. Turned out okay. Probably a screens lead. Let's just get these T-Spikes up. Beautiful. Let's get that going. I don't think they have removal, and then we can just go into Garg and start Salt Curing. I think this is going to be a super easy game, but you know, you never know. Awesome. Let's get Zapdos on the field here. I am kind of worried this will be weakness policy, but I don't really see a way we get out of that situation. So let's just Volt Switch for damage. Okay, it's just regular Calm Mind, it seems. Let's get into this and knock off immediately. These things usually do have hidden power fighting, but it's not going to kill us. Thank you very much for the $7 from Radical. What does that say? Keyberry knocked off. That's unfortunate how it works like that. That's sad. Probably we get hit by an HP fighting here. Okay, no, they're just going to sack it for no reason. Radical Jaws. Thank you very much for the $7 saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and your family. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. And I appreciate the generosity. Let's knock off in case this has a covert cloak, and then let's go right into Garg and hit this thing with a Salt Cure. Beautiful. Yeah, you are not doing a whole lot anymore, buddy. And this thing's got Power Trip for sure. But I think we can just go into Zama, ID up, and sub up and sit on this for a while, and that should be fine. Yeah, like you're super gonna die. Okay, cool. Let's body press this. We'll see. It looks like it's speedy, which makes sense. Okay, it went for a roar there. Cool. Yeah, this is, as I anticipated, this is going very, very well. Let's crunch. We're behind a sub, so we really have nothing to fear here. And now that it outspeeds us, we can just substitute. And how much did that crunch do? 28. Yeah, we can just sub again. And do we want to keep the sub up? Let's keep the sub up. We can sub. Just keep subbing here. Cool. Yeah, as I said, I anticipated this being a very easy game, and it's looking like it will be. Okay, that did 0. Respect to Volcarona. Let's keep the Zamazenta alive for dealing with the Corv. I'll just EQ here, sure. Recover, stay healthy for the Circuitry. Every time the Corv comes in, we just go in, Garg, Salt Cure, Zama, ID, and then they lose. And their last move it can't be sub. There's no way they have sub because then they have no attack. Yeah, this was a devastating matchup for this poor soul. I mean, yeah, everything this game was just so easy. Like, you set T-spikes, that ruins 3 of the sweepers immediately. One of them gets totally shut down by Tyranitar, and then the other gets totally shut down by Garganacl. So unless there's some insane set that I'm just like missing, yeah, there's so no way you have any chance in the world of winning this game. Yeah, it's gonna be Z Hypnosis, but like sure, like even if you did hit that and put me to sleep, it wasn't gonna do anything. You were still poisoned on a timer. Salt Cure. Do we want to go Zapdos? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, GG. Yeah. Totally not even a game, really. That was more so just a quick execution. Hyper offense is one of those things where it often, now you can still be surprised by it. In this case, though, I kind of knew all of my opponent's sets just because those Pokemon don't do that many things. Like, you know what a Poltegeist is going to do, you know what a Volcarona is going to do, you know what a Xurkitree is going to do. But it's rough because HO is one of those things where it's really, it's difficult to overcome a bad matchup. And if your opponent knows how to respond to each sweeper and they have the tools for it, you can do nothing but lose. That was just one of those kinds of games. I'd really like to Pursuit Trap that Glow King. I really do like the look of my Tyranitar just offensively here. If we can get rocks up, it looks really good. I'd like to start just with Garg. Just start hitting Salt Cures. Seems solid. We'll get up rocks first. Okay, knockoff, so likely an AV set, which is honestly good news. That makes this easier, I think, to deal with. Okay, I think we're just going to see a Chilly Reception come out here. So I'm happy to recover as they phase out. And we can just go Zapdos, and see if we can get this thing statused. I'm expecting likely a switch here. I don't think they want to eat a Hurricane. Okay, nope. They just said let's stay in. Let's click Stone Edge and let's get a critical hit while we're at it. Fair enough. Respect the hustle, Great Tusk. I don't know why so many things are running that move. That's kind of insane. But okay, I'm actually going to stay in and glide here because I think they might be able to just kill me, and I think they might go for it. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, we at least get the Tusk to very low health. Oh, and they spin too, which is extra good. I'm going to go into Garg here because I really don't see their Tusk staying in, and I want to be able to reset hazards. Beautiful. We'll see if this is Nasty Plot. Things could get a little hairy here, and it's not, though. That's beautiful. Great to see. Headlong Rush does not kill us here, so I'm going to click Salt here. And we get critical hit! This Tusk is critical hitting everything. Dude does not care about the codes. That's super bad. Garg looked amazing here, so that is horrible, horrible news. I'm going to go into Zama and Body Press, but yeah, that's awful. That is so, so bad. I mean, we probably have to get a little more aggressive, actually, though. I'm going to Crunch. If they stay in and spin, we're in horrible shape. But yeah, that was a really awful critical hit there. That was so bad. Yeah, I can't believe we got the Zapdos critical hit, then we got the... that's dead. Because it wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd Zapdos either. The Stone Edge would not have 2-hit KO'd Zapdos. Okay, we caught it on the Crunch. Let's see how much we do. We do nothing. Thing did not care. We can sub and hopefully on status, like a Toxic or a T-Wave, but we'll see. We'll see what it wants to do. Okay, that's good. That's good. Get the Crunch. Can we get a defense drop? We don't, but we do get a good amount of health there. I don't think they're going to leave it in just to die. So we can Body Press, catch the Torn. Okay, good. That's really good. And now I think we Crunch again as the Slowking enters the field again. Okay, I'm gaming a little bit hard, but we can sub up on this. We're in a bit of a good rhythm here, I think. We're in a bit of a good rhythm. Sludge Bomb comes out. Okay. Let's Crunch again. Mola comes out. We can sub again. I think this is fine for us. Sub again. Sub here. We can ID. I think we're slowly kind of making progress in this cycle. So Glow King, if it comes in here, I think we Crunch here. Yep, good, good, good. I'm going to ID. Okay, they caught us, unfortunately. I'm going to sub. I don't think that... they got us. I didn't think that... I thought they'd switch out there, so we lose, basically. Yeah, I had to play that pretty aggressively because we got totally screwed by RNG, basically. I'm going to go into Zapdos here. Then I'm going to Hurricane as they miss Stone Edge, but they don't. All right? Is there any point in continuing? Maybe. We'll go into this. We'll hope they sack here and glide. They should not sack. Sacking here would be a horrible, horrible play, but they might do it. Let's see. Yeah, they don't make the horrible play. They sack Torn, which is like, okay, but yeah, it's not really what we needed. There's a chance we can do this with Counter. Let's hit Counter. Okay, beautiful. Claude, you're doing it. You're doing it, buddy. Counter here. How did you do that, bro? You are okay, absolutely colossal throws from PTSD over here. Absolutely colossal throws. This is incredible. It's EQ. Go into T-Tar here. Let's go for the low kick. Mola comes in. Okay. Think we can just knock off here. It's AV, right? You don't do enough. Come on. There's the flip turn coming out there. Mola, how much did it take from the low kick? Took 18 coming in plus Stone Edge. I think that's fine. Then we can, yeah, we can go for the, or does knockoff kill? It won't. Please hit the Stone Edge. We can keep this going. I can keep this going. Stone Edge will kill. Okay, how did we do this? This was such a throw. Such a throw by our opponent here, honestly. But GG. Like, we take those, but that was an insane throw. It happens though. Not to hate on our opponent too much, because like we totally threw the game. I totally threw the game pretty recently. It's like it happens, but that's. I don't know what they just threw away their tusk in this end game. They threw away their tusk to rapid spin for some reason. Shout out to Claude. Wow. I guess they were operating under the assumption that T-Tar cannot touch Gambit, which was not a good assumption. Merry Christmas, super big Mario fan too. Okay, our old enemy Garchomp is back. I love the look of T-Spikes if we can get them set. Zama looks solid. I kind of want to just lead with Rillaboom and see if I can Woodhammer this thing. Problem is, Dragonium kind of does kill us, though, doesn't it? Let's do it anyway. Let's go for big Woodhammer. Scale Shot? Okay, beautiful. I'm so down to trade Rillaboom for Garchomp. I think that's an awesome deal. I think it will be a trade. I think... Oh, you are Focus Sash. Good heavens. Okay, let's Body Press. Oh no, but you outspeed us. That's kind of sad. Okay, it's still fine. It's still fine. I can't believe your Focus Sash, though. Like, that is not a set. Yeah, you got to... That sucks, man. Wow. Shouldn't have gone into... I should have gone into... Why did I not go Garg? I should have gone Garg, set up my own rocks, and then Salt Cured to kill it because we had terrain up. I need to take more time with my plays. Think a little bit harder. Okay, I'm so down to Iron Defense here. I think this thing thinks it can dual wing beat me, and I'm like, okay, square up. Let's do this. Let's go. Actually, I think I'll just Body Press here. Okay, yeah, it's just going to go for that. I'm going to ID here. If they're just going to Bullet Punch, I'll get a little greedy. Okay, Volcarona comes in. Perfect opportunity for T-Spikes. Psychic? Yeah, it's going to do 0. Let's get that T-Spike up. Zapdos seems fine. U-turn. Your U-turn on a hyper offense build? That is really weird. Beautiful poison. Don't so much love Triple Axle. But at the same time, Zapdos is not that important to this game. It's probably not banded. Yeah, I could see it being Z. Axel still kills. Honestly, I think just hard Zama's fine. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. I don't really want to risk a Flame Body as the thing. But I can't sub because of Axel. So yeah, let's just Body Press. Okay, cool. I'm surprised they didn't go Volcarona. I feel like fishing for Flame Body is a play they should be making at this point. But if they don't want to, I'm not going to complain. Okay, we got boots in the house. Makes sense. We can just go hard Garg on this. Salt Cure. Yeah, even a Savage Spinout's not doing it here. Well, it might. Giga Drain. Oh boy, that's not so good. I'll Protect. Actually... Yeah, I'll Protect. I'll Protect. Then we can go Clodsire next turn if they QD again. Cool. And now, do we go Claude here? Or do we... We probably recover. We can recover health on this. and we don't really mind what they're doing. I'll recover again. If they want a QD here, that'd be awesome, because then we can protect and we'll kill them next turn. Beautiful. Max health guard. Click protect. Take that. Beautiful. Ooh, gotta love that. Garg is now not that helpful in the game. It's not that useful for any remaining Pokemon. So if Gambit comes in, we're clicking Salt Cure. Ival also clicking Salt Cure. They are so close to just completely losing. So close to just completely losing to Zama, and I'm loving it. Yeah. Yeah, they had no real shot there. Okay, this team did really well. We went like, what's the total score? Something like 10-1? Something really good. And my chat just shut down, so I can't see what any of you are saying. I usually have it up on my phone, and I just forgot to charge that today, so my phone just ran out of power. So if there's any donations, I will not be seeing those right now, so I apologize for that. But it's a good time, I guess. We're excuse me, we're wrapping up. As always, I'll add this team to the description. It was good, honestly. It was a good. It did really well. It lost like one game, and I think that game had pretty significant playing mistakes on my part. We had some insane comebacks. Had some really insane comebacks. We saw Scarf, Will-O-Wisp, Ceruledge shut down our sweep, and then we narrowly made the comeback that game too. So it's been a crazy day. Been a really crazy day. Well, I think my playing that game with the Ceruledge was probably not optimal. Could have preserved my roost a little better, probably. There were a lot of things I probably could have done differently. But it ended up okay. And most of the games were played decently. We had some super dominant matchups. There were so many games we loaded up into that it was just like an easy win. And Salt's cure, I mean, the Salt was being cured, I tell you. It definitely was. We clicked this move so much, and it was beautiful. I had fun. I think this did about as well as I supposed. I guessed that the NatDex ladder would be totally unprepared for garganacl, and I think that assumption was right on the money. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. And, yeah, no way this went 10-1. I think it did. I think it did went 10-1. I think it did go 10-1. Excuse me. Gosh, grammar. Anyway, let's try to end this. Thank you guys for attending. Much appreciated as always. I'll be doing another stream on Saturday. I'll try to end this on time. I'll end this in 3, 2, 1.